Okay, so there's not a whole lot on Watch. I had a really good trade on Facebook yesterday. Facebook, I mean, that one was solid. I should have flipped long after I sold my position. I literally sold the bottom. That last candle that I sold on was the bottom of the day. So I don't know. I got out. I got out with a clean exit there. Um, I could have flipped long right away because it did spike pretty high yesterday. It went from 87 to 97. So it did make a good move, but I don't think I'll trade it today. I think I'm kind of done with it right now. I need to actually plan out a trade on that one. SFIX here popping up though. I do like this. This one doesn't look too bad. Our leading gapper is SBFM. So SBFM, it's just sideways at the moment. It would really need to break 432 for me to be interested to flip long on it. But I really just want to see it back to view up, honestly. So SFIX, I'm gonna go ahead and watch this one. This one is moving. I don't really like the daily too much, but we'll see what it wants to do. Let's see if the ones from yesterday. IMPP popping on the scans. Daily does not look good, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a false break here somewhere. SBFM hitting the scans again. So it finally broke over 432. Let's see if it can hold this level. ZEST is also hitting the scans. This one's about to get halted right here. So ZEST hall level just moved. Really whippy. SBFM, let's go back to this one. So nice pushback to view up here. Shoot, I forgot to open up my Twitch chat. Give me just a second. There you go. Okay. What was the other one we were watching? We were just watching something with an S. I don't know. I have to check. What was that one that was popping up here? SFIX. Okay. So SFIX. Massive rejection on the 1 minute. I was gonna say the 5 minute doesn't look too bad, but now that's finishing low here. Yeah, it looks kind of bad. So SPF now, let's go back to this one. It's actually popping up here. Next 5 minute opens. 5 minute high is 466. So here's another pullback candle. Let's see if it breaks this 1 minute low. So there's the break. Now it's back down to 4. That definitely doesn't make me confident in it, so it's whatever. Wow, look at that rip on IMPP. So IMPP made a big move there. Really choppy, I'd say. Spreads are kind of big as well. Oh, now it's 1 cent spreads. 6 cents there. If IMPP can finish around 515, then I would probably get in for the break of 550. I'll be looking for that break. 10-minute doesn't look too bad either. So here it's popping back up to 519. I gotta think about this. Am I making the right decision if I hop in here? I'm gonna get in at 519. We're gonna try it. There's 20, 27. Can we see the break of this last 1 minute high here? Last 1 minute high is 31. 31, and then this high is 37. So we really need that to break 27, which it's not. Still gonna hold, hasn't flushed on me yet. In at 19. It's 25, 27 again, 29, there's 30. 31, need 37 to break. Let's see if we get another push here. It's finally hitting the 30s. 35. Can we see a break of 37? Selling there at 40. So 20 cents. Not a bad trade. I should have waited for 50 on this next 1 minute. I could still get in on this next 1 minute. It just seems like it was a little choppy up here. So not a terrible trade. I like that trade. Could get in here again at 35 for the break of 40, but it seems like it's a little heavy up here, which is why I sold. I didn't hold it for the break of 50. So back down to 21 there on the bid. It's just sideways at the moment. I'm gonna have to wait for it. Not a bad trade on IMPP though. I like that one. SBFM, let's go back to this one. This one's already down below, so our leading gapper's done. EOSE. EOSE's popping up here. Nice flag pattern there. One minute MACD's curling here. I don't know. I don't like that big red candle at the open. I don't know, nothing else is in the scans. EVGO. Float's pretty high on this one. HDSN. HOSA. IMPP. So IMPP pulled back there. I don't know, I don't feel comfortable with any of these stocks right now. BKKT, let's try this one out, see what this one's doing. 10 and 5 minute look pretty good. Mainly the 10 minute. 5 minute looks like it could pull back some. Consolidate here, sideways consolidate, but I'm more interested in the 10 minute. But even this one is not really moving too much, so probably won't trade this one either. EVGO. So nice recovery there off of VWAP. The GOEB in the scans. EVGO, go back to this one. This one's kind of thickly traded, like I said, and it's about, I don't know, 65 million, 70 million float. So IMPP finally breaking lower here. 5 minute looks like it's breaking down as well. This would need to pop up. Above 516 is where I'd be interested again. 515, 516 is where I see it shifting momentum. It'd have to get above those levels. We got Bumble here. Bumble made a nice move in the beginning. Not sure what the news is on this one. We also have Figs. Not sure what's going on with this one either. This one's hitting the scans too. ASTS. ASTS is curling here. It doesn't look that bad for a breakthrough VWAP. I just don't like the 10-minute EOSE. So two candles, two pullbacks here. Really nice moves. This is the third leg up. So we see another consolidation thing here. Unless it's just gonna consolidate and then just fall after that, because this is the third flag, basically. That'd be the back of the move already. I should have been watching this one actually. That was a nice move. Even then, it's only 16 cents from where it's at right now, 420 to 36, 38. So not a huge move either. I don't want to say it was completely obvious either. There was a rejection here. This one was more obvious, I'd say, especially because it's down towards VWAP. Look at that massive rejection all the way back down here. Not even worth it. That's gross. HDSN. It just dropped even more right there. Damn. Oh man. It's gonna get halted going down? It's close. Hit 89 there for a second. 86. 85. It's gonna hit 87 or 77. It's 84, 83. I don't think it's gonna get halted. Dang. That's a nasty drop there. All that gone, Jesus. All that profit gone in just 1 minute candle. That's insane. IMPP, let's go back to this one. So this one's finally curling up here. It's finally making a move back up. I do like this for a move higher. Like I said, 516 is where I would consider it, but let's see what it wants to do here. It seems like it's having a little struggle here at 505. See if it's gonna continue in this direction. I was gonna say I was gonna buy this dip on it because the next 5 minutes is gonna open here, but I don't like that. I was tempted to buy it there for a second. It needs to break this high to break the 5 minute high. I was tempted to buy it there, but I don't know. I still think it needs some time. It might just rip without me here, and that's just gonna be my loss. So there's 510, double top as of right now. 513 is the break. So there's finally the breakthrough there. But it's not holding as well as I hoped. It's back down to 506. So we did get the 5-minute high break. But will we get a 10-minute high break? The way that it's consolidating in this range doesn't give me a whole lot of confidence. So let's readjust there. I don't know. Nothing else is really working out. You know, we got SPFM, that was just tanking. ASTS, it's practically no volume. It seems kind of dead. EOSE, massive rejection. HUSA from yesterday, nothing on it. IMPP, I mean, it was doing okay, but now it's not looking so hot, honestly. Had a really nice climb here though in the beginning. I just missed the entire thing. I didn't see it. BKKT, just no volume, or I don't know if it was no volume or just a bad chart. Oh, it's a slow mover, so it's like choppy, I guess. HDSN. I mean, right there, that entire move, 16 cents. I don't know. So ACUL. Not feeling it. BMBL. I like the 5 and 10 minute. I think the 1 minute can still pull back some though. ASTS hidden scans. Oh wow. Wow, I did not see this. Okay, I was totally wrong on ASTS. This one broke through view up. This is like a perfect cup and handle formation is what it's looking like it's gonna form. I don't know if it's really gonna form that, but you do have this massive cup here. So really nice. Jeez, really nice setup there. Completely missed it though. That was a really nice break here, the review up in this section here. So nice move on ASTS. I completely missed it. Let's see where I can potentially get in at again. Or get in general, Jesus, not again. Okay. So they're kind of double topped. It broke by 1 cent. See if it can pull back some or if it's going to continue ripping. If it rips through 9, that's, I don't know. This is 9. So yeah, rip through 9. And then immediate rejection down to 88. 85. I wouldn't want to see this thing just tank though. I would like to see it hold somewhat, but start consolidating. So far, this one's been a real clean setup. 5 minutes about to open here. I don't want to see it continue ripping here. It's getting a little too extended for me. If it can continue consolidating here, that'd be great. I don't want to see a flush though. So there's a pullback. I would say hold 70. If it can hit 70 and pop right back up, then that looks pretty good. So there, it tapped 70. So gonna go to 60. It's 71 right now. Okay, so it broke 70. I don't know. I have to wait for this one to pop back up here. It's right on my support line. So I should have readjusted my support line down here, really. But I prefer it right here, honestly. So there's a pop back up there. Jesus. Ah, am I gonna miss this move? Yes. Wow. So I gotta figure out how that works, because I for sure thought I was gonna pull back some more, at least consolidate a little more, but that was a huge rip right there that I completely missed. 45-cent move there. And bigger rip. Jesus. So we did get that 2 candle pullback consolidation, but I did not expect such a massive rip there. That I gotta review that one, figure out what's going on there. I know that I was waiting for the 5 minute and 10 minute to break their high, but I did not expect a rip like that. I looked away at my scans for a second and then I turned back and it's ripping through. So that's kind of wild. But I don't know. I don't like how that 1 minute finished. If it finished pretty strong, that'd be cool, but it didn't finish too strong up there. Broke to 950 and now it's all the way back below 9. It didn't seem like it was holding very well. So we'll see what it wants to do. It just sucks that I missed that entire rip. Hmm. Now I don't know what to do with this one. Because I was waiting for this move the entire time. I just felt it was going to do maybe 3 candles here at this point and then pop back up and kind of finish higher on 880 so I can get in for a rip like that. But clearly it didn't do that. Now it just rejected the top and it's kind of sideways consolidating. Now it's pulling back some. So now we're back to basically where we started, but now we have this huge wick over here. So it's going to be a tough one to break. That's definitely going to be a tough one to break. It has to recover massively. 5 and 10 minute don't look good, and we have one more minute for the next 5 minutes. So it would have to finish high up here. It had to finish like 9:30, I'd say, just to feel, give me a little more confidence coming into another trade on this one. So I don't know. Let's go check out IMPP, the one we were watching earlier. So IMPP pulled back, and now it's back to where we started. Could get in here at 505 to look for that break. High here is 510. It is shifting momentum now because it did pull back, and now we see that it's holding these lows. So there's the rip to 520. Big seller at 520 there. Another one at 530. So they got bought up here. Not quite. I need a pullback candle after this one. 5 minute broke by 1 cent. It's having a hard time breaking 520. There's 525 for a second. 26, 27. So now I need a pullback. So it should have got in at 505. All the way to 545 now. Wow, impressive. Let's see, 516's pulling back quite a bit now. Did break the 5 minute high, which kind of sucks. But let's see if we can get a couple candle pullbacks here. So a really nice move that I missed out on again here. I should have just taken my entry at 505 there. I didn't want to jump in on impulse, so let's see. 10 minute looks really clean now. It's actually crossing here, and 5 minute looks pretty good as long as it can hold these levels. So let's see. It's kind of a big spread there for a second. I want to see it pull back and hold this pullback. I don't want to see it rip again. I mean, I'd rather just buy a pullback. I could have bought the micro pullback there at 516, but I want to see a proper pullback. So, I'm not even surprised about this rejection here. If it breaks this 1 minute low, it's going to kind of suck, but looks like that's what it wants to do here. It's having a hard time bouncing. It's 25. I don't know. I don't know. So let's see. So 516, somewhat of support. See if we can hold that 516 level. So 1 minute's gonna break down a little bit. If we can hit that 516 level, or even just double bottom here, that's perfectly fine with me, as long as we hold this range. I would not want to see a rip all the way to the 1 minute high here. That would actually kind of suck. Seems like it's having a hard time deciding what it wants to do here. I'd want to see it finish high, but I wouldn't want to see this finish at 550 or something, like all the way up here and break its high. Then I'm just not going to even bother trading in. So I like how it's finishing around 33 here. I'm going to get in at 32. It's not, I wanted to get in on a pullback, but it looks like it's just going to start taking off here. So really the high I need to break is this one here, 544. Big seller there at 540. Let's see if they moved. Where am I in at 32? Let's see if this can pop back above. There's 40 again. Selling that at 45. Well, I tried to sell at 40 there, but sold at 45. So, not my best trade. I should have just waited it out a little bit, if I'm being honest. I wanted to see the break of 550, but after I seen these two big sellers there stacked up, I figured it's going to be kind of a hard one to break. And that's exactly what I'd seen when I guess saw 48 there. I kind of just got nervous. Plus, it double topped here previously, and just really wanted that break. So that's why I went ahead and sold at 47, I guess. Yeah, 547 now. It shows 545, but I guess it sold me at 547 is what it's showing here. I really got in at what, 532? So my entry was true, but where I sold was 547. So honestly, the trades recently that I've been taking, yes, I have massive losers and bad entries. I've been having those, but I've made them back somehow on a couple of moves. So I have big losses and big wins and big losses, big wins. I wasn't holding my winners as much as I should have. That was the problem. And I was taking losing trades too often, it seemed. But now, recently these days, I've seen that I've been making it back to break even practically, meaning that instead of just wrapping it up with a bigger loss, I'm somewhat breaking even, or I'm catching up here. So I'm taking some right trades. And if I'm taking some right trades, that must mean that I'm doing something right. Although I'm not profitable, I'm still down, even $100, let's say. But I am taking trades that put me up some, that get me through the day. So, I mean, that's why I think today I'm up. I'm pretty green, not massively or anything, but 84 on a day like this. For me, that was pretty difficult. I don't know. I think I did a pretty good job. Judging these stocks. I didn't take the wrong trades. I didn't take bad entries. I waited it out. EOSE, I didn't fall for that trap there. ASTS, I could have got in here at the bottom. I just didn't expect that rip. I was waiting for that proper setup. Missed this entire VWAP move though, which kind of sucks. SBFN, didn't bother falling for this one either. I could have traded it under VWAP here, hoping for a pullback and then another rip. I didn't bother taking that one. And didn't mess up there. HDSN, could trade this one, but I don't know. I'm already done, I think. I don't know. There's several trades that I didn't take on impulse. There's one that I should have, which is IMPP here on this low. I should have, right when I seen it at 505, I said I can buy it here at 505. Low here was 501. So it's like I could buy it at 505, and then boom, you see this massive rip all the way to 535. So yes, I could have bought that on impulse, but you know, that could have gone south on me immediately. It could have, but I didn't. I think it was more long biased than it was short side. So maybe I'm completely wrong there. Just because it was above VWAP, it already broke above, had a rejection, but it held up again. So it was holding, and it was its second attempt to break through VWAP. So that's why I should have just bought at 505. It was kind of a no-brainer, but I had that emotional impulse to want to buy, and I held back. I didn't want to do it just because I didn't want to gamble it and take it on something that I just tuned into. So that's the reason I didn't take that trade. But nice move here. I got to figure out what these moves are, because the same thing happened back here, which I took this trade. This one also makes a little more sense to me because it's holding. But there was a trade. Was it on? Let me see. ASTS. There's an ASTS. It's all the way down here, finishing at its low. I couldn't understand why this just ripped. Now, I could see why on the 5-minute. I mean, that made sense on the 5-minute and the 10-minute, because it was pretty high on both the 5 and 10-minute. It's just where it was on the 1-minute didn't make sense to me. Let's see if I pull up a 2-minute candle, if this makes sense. 2-minute candle could have made sense here because it almost came to VWAP and then it ripped all the way up. So it could have made sense there. 3-minute? I don't know. 3-minute would have made sense to me. 4-minute would have made some sense. So maybe there's something that I'm not seeing on the 2-minute and the 4-minute that I am seeing on the 1-minute, or that I'm seeing something else on the 1-minute and 3-minute. See, like this 2-minute looks really good. I like the way this 2-minute is popping up here. It looks pretty bullish. But now the 1-minute, I'm thinking, maybe it needs to pull back a little bit. I don't know, because it already broke. We have that little wick up here. Let's see some sideways consolidation, and then I'll get in for another rip. But let's see what this actually wants to do. So right there, it just broke its 2-minute high, broke its 1-minute high. So it's not even consolidating. I don't know. I think it's going to be a little sideways. Like, that's judging by the 1-minute. I feel like it needs to it needs to have some sort of sideways consolidation here, at least on one candle, before we see a massive rip, because they already broke through. That's some major resistance that is coming through. It needs to kind of just churn here, hold its levels, prove that it can continue holding and not flush, and then rip through. That's what I'm seeing, but I don't know. We'll see what it wants to do here. That's on ASTS. MARPs, hidden the scans. FIGs also hidden the scans. Resin. Yikes, I would not trade this. IMPP. Rejecting. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's already 10:05. I got to go, but I'm glad to finish up today. 8408. Not a bad day. Took 2 solid trades. One worth 20 cents, the other one worth whatever. So not a bad day today, I'd say. Didn't hit my daily goal of 150 or anything like that, but I did the best I could, and with what I got, I did miss a couple moves on, like I said, IMPP right here, break a view up, whatever, or even on ASTS, miss a couple moves there. Let's check that one out. So I missed this massive rip here. What a huge rip! It's too bad that it couldn't hold its high. Also missed this huge VWAP move that I wasn't even tuned in on this one to see it. So that would have been a really nice trade there if I would have got it on that one. Oh well though. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I will definitely see you guys tomorrow.